For our first episode of Let Them Eat Cake, I'm visiting my friend Danielle at the Institute of Culinary Excellence for a chat and some cake. So Danielle, fill me in on what you did after you left Masterchef.
Okay, well, Masterchef.
Yep.
Awesome fun, hard work. Completed an apprenticeship. One of the first out of the series to do so,
Yep.
which is pretty exciting. Lots and lots of hard work. Started working at Bucci here in Brisbane on James Street. Became the head chef there, and now I train apprentice chefs at the Institute of Culinary Excellence.
Fantastic. And I ate at Bucci a couple of times. In fact, I think you sent out so many desserts I could hardly walk at the end, but they were really, really good.
I'm a feeder.
That's right.
Right?
So I have 4 questions I'm going to ask everybody.
Okay.
So first one is, can you remember the earliest memory of when you decided you wanted to cook?
That's a hard one. So I used to have these Sesame Street books that were all about like science and learning and people and games and whatever else, and there were cookie recipes in there. And I just was obsessed with making these cookies. So much so that I used to fake being sick so I could stay home from school just so I could make cookies while Mum had her afternoon nap.
Nice. So my second question to you is, what is your greatest achievement or the thing you're most proud of?
I'd have to say completing my apprenticeship. You
Yeah.
know, it's tough, and it is a tough career choice to make, and there's lots of sacrifices. But you choose to do it. But yeah, getting that qualification and becoming a qualified chef, that's something I'm really proud of.
Do you miss actually being in the kitchen though?
All the time. Now that I am a trainer, it's great being able to train the future of our industry, but the adrenaline of being in service and cooking for 150 people and having, you know, hot pans and people running around and the noise and the activity and the adrenaline rush, I definitely miss that.
Yeah, sounds horrible. I'm glad I don't do it. We've done a few catering gigs together, and I've got to say, the hardest thing I find is being on your feet for so long. As a cellist who sits down the whole time, standing up all day long is really hard work.
I tell you what, it's ruined my feet for years.
Yeah. Same here. Now, Danielle, question 3, it's going to be hard.
Okay.
Can you tell me your biggest failure?
Oh, it haunts me to this day, and it goes back to my Masterchef days, but that duck à l'orange dish that actually got me eliminated, that was, still to date, my absolute worst day in the kitchen ever. And if I ever see Matthew Kemp, I am going to let him know a thing or two.
I think you need to let it go, Danielle. It's a long time ago now. Have you tried making it ever since?
No, it haunts me.
Right.
It haunts me.
So don't ask you to do a video of duck à l'orange. Noted. Now the last question I have for you is, what is still on the Danielle Dixon bucket list? What else do you want to do?
Okay. You know what I really want to do? I want to open up a great fish and chip shop in the suburbs. Actually work with my mum and dad in it, and have a great little family business that just ticks over nicely. I can do good food, and it's my own.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great idea. So Danielle, one of the reasons I'd like you to come and help with musical menus is that I'm a cook and you're a chef. That's a great name for a show. Anyway, we've done a few catering gigs together, and it's been amazing having you in the kitchen. It's just like having someone who can do everything without thinking. I love that. Every now and then, though, I do come across a recipe which I need a bit of help with. There's something I can't do, I can't work out, and your expertise will be amazing. Not only are we going to do that, we're going to get you to do some of your own recipes as well, to show people what you can do. And I'm also going to issue some challenges. The first challenge I have for you is, can you come up with a dessert around a piece of music called The Arrival of the Queen of Sheba? Now, it's a very, very famous Baroque piece of music which features 2 oboes and strings, and it's all about an Egyptian queen. So have a think about that. Maybe in a month's time, let's get together with the oboe players and we'll see what you come up with.
I can see it coming together already.
Fantastic. for all of the videos that I'm doing for musical menus, I've written the music for it and recorded it. So if we're going to have a Danielle section, I think you need your own theme tune.
Yes!
I just wonder what it could be. I mean, you're a pretty groovy sort of person. I'm thinking maybe something, yeah, cool bass. Or bring some drums in. That'd be groovy. Yeah. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? It's all in my head. It's going to be really good. Maybe some groovy. Oh yeah, I can hear that piano now. It's great. Can you hear it? You're going to love it. Maybe a bit of. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, a bit of Danielle. Danielle. Here we go. Danielle. What do you think?
Loving it.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Okay.
This segment, where I interview people, is going to be called Let Them Eat Cake. So there must be cake. So I've made these. Would you like one?
I would love one.
Try one. I'll have one too.
Okay.
These are vegan.
Right.
Cupcakes, carrots, nuts.
Ooh. I love
and currants in them.
They are fabulous.
I also put chocolate chips in them.
I was going to say, there's chocolate in here. And they're vegan.
Vegan, yeah.
This is fantastic. So, how do you make them?
Thanks for asking, Danielle. Well, these are my vegan cupcakes. So they've got no egg, no butter and no milk in them, but they still end up being incredibly moist and they'll last for days without drying out. Once you get the basic recipe worked out, you can swap and change to whatever flavours you like. You could maybe make them with lime and coconut or add fresh strawberries or maybe some dried fruit or different nuts. In fact, with these cupcakes, the world is your oyster. We'll start by combining all the wet ingredients in the food processor. First of all, 2 bananas. I usually use the overripe frozen ones from my freezer that I've defrosted in the microwave. Add to that 1 cup of coconut oil or olive oil. Next, 3/4 of a cup of non-dairy milk. I'm using soy milk. And finally, the juice and rind of 1 lemon. Turn on your food processor and get all the ingredients combined. Okay, that's all done. Let's do the dry ingredients. We'll need 3 cups of self-raising flour, 2 cups of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of mixed spice, 100 grams of grated carrots, 100 grams of currants, 50 grams of chopped walnuts. Mix them all together until combined. Then we just pour the wet ingredients into the dry and mix them up. Line some cupcake trays with paper cups and fill with a heaped tablespoon of the mixture. These go into a 180-degree oven for about 20 minutes. This amount of mixture makes nearly 24 cupcakes. So while we're waiting for them to cook, let's make a beautiful lemon glaze. Heat up the juice and rind of 1 lemon with 1 cup of sugar and stir it until the sugar has completely dissolved. Then allow it to cool. When the cupcakes are done, let them cool down for about 20 minutes or so before spooning over Well, here they are, my vegan cupcakes. Why don't you give them a go and let me know what you think in the comments below. And for more videos, why don't you hit subscribe and look for me on Facebook and Instagram. Enjoy!